Bend your knees, place the soles of your feet on the mat, and have your knees knocking in towards each other. Bring the palms of the hands up towards the ceiling. Relax them on the floor. Palms face up. Move the sides of your arms away from the side body. Nice. And allow the shoulders to roll back. Unhinge the jaw. Soften through the neck. Find anywhere where you're holding some tension or you're gripping. And let that go. Take a smooth inhale through your nose, and on your exhale, release it through your nose. At the same time, though, keep the jaws unhinged. Keep the breath going. Smooth inhale up into the belly. Exhale, belly softens down. Fill up the belly, inhale. And exhale, let it all out. Maybe your inhale rises into your chest. And exhale, release. Starting our equal length breath. Let's take an inhale for the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the belly down. Keep going. Imagine the top of your body is like a wave, and it starts at the belly, comes into the front ribs, and then rises into the chest. And then the exhale will lower back down into the ribs and into the belly. Maybe you add 1 more second to your breath, each inhale and exhale. Maybe go up to 5. But never forcing the breath. If it doesn't come naturally, if it's uncomfortable, then just take it down back to 4. Maybe you want it to 3. Just imagine you're releasing something that maybe you're holding on to now. Maybe you started at the beginning of the day. Just anything you want to let go of, just release it out through the low back, through the hips. Slowly start to begin your Ujjayi breathing, constricting the back of the throat to create an ocean-like sound. Same idea as if you are fogging out a mirror or a window. With that same constriction, take an inhale. So it's really all in the back of the throat. There's a soft whisper sound there. We use this breath to help us stay centered in the practice, to remind us to breathe. And to maybe soothe us as we hear that peaceful ocean that we create. Let's begin to invite our intention, whatever that may be, something you want to grow more of. Bring that intention into your mind's eye, your third eye. And on your next exhale, release it. Continue this breath, smooth and easy and flowless. Flowless? Is that a word? Flowing. Fluid. There we go. And then begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Hug your knees into your chest. Take your knees wider than the sides of your body. Appanasana, and you can sway side to side. Circle your knees to the right. Push the top of your hips down. Check in to see if there's anything in your hips, tightness, stiffness. I have stuff going on in my low back. Just a time to take self-inquiry, just to see where you're at, check in. And now rotate those circles to the opposite direction. How is your breath? Bring the knees to center. Open them out to the side and push them away from you. Bring them in, open, and push. And keep going. So you're bringing them in, you're opening, and you're pushing them away from your chest. One more round of this. Bring them back to center. Now push them away, open, bring them in. So the opposite. And link your breath with your movement. Keep that breath going. Take the knees back to center. Right foot stays in, left leg straightens down the mat. Bring the right knee in, open it out to the right side. Push it down away from you, and then again, make a little circle with your right knee. Go the opposite direction. Bring it back to center. Straighten your right leg. Interlace your hands behind your right thigh. And draw your leg towards your chest. You can keep your leg bent, or you can straighten it. Flex through both feet. So press your heels, press your right heel up, left heel forward. Bend your right knee, maybe hold your shin, ankle, and then stretch it back up. Rebend and stretch. Rebend. Take the knee with your left hand, come into a twist. Cross your knee over to your left. Straighten your right arm out. Again, check in. How is your right side body? How is your hamstring? Bring the knee back to center. Flex through your left foot, so heel going forward. Grab onto your shin with your hands. Take an exhale, lift your shoulder blades, and then lift your heel. Feel your left thigh activating, firming into the femur bone. Stretch your arms forward and we'll pulse here. 10, 9, 8. Draw the navel in, lift the sternum up towards the ceiling. Keep the nice expansion in the collarbone. And then inhale back down. Right knee lowers, left knee comes in. And we'll take the knee into the chest, maybe side to side, maybe a little circle, one direction, opposite direction. Really breathing into these circles. Knee comes back to center, straighten the leg, interlace behind the left thigh. You can straighten the left leg or keep it bent. And draw the leg towards your chest. Maybe point and flex your foot. Bend your left knee, grab your shin, ankle, press the knee outwardly away from the left side of your body, and then straighten it back up. Rebend. And straighten. And use your right hand, take a twist, cross your leg over. Straighten your left arm. Anything happening? How's your hamstring? How's your low back? Come back to center. I forgot something. Bring your left knee in. Flex through your right foot. Heel going forward. Draw the navel in and exhale. Lift the shoulder blades up the mat. Straighten your arms. Good. And then we'll pulse. 10. Lift through the sternum, through the heart. Find a little pinching of the shoulder blades behind you. And inhale, lower all the way down. Nice. Take both knees into your chest. And tabletop your legs, so shins parallel to the ceiling. Push the tops of your hips down into the mat. Stretch your arms forward. Take an exhale and lift your shoulder blades up the mat. And again, we'll pulse here. Really push that navel down into the spine. Again, feel the shoulder blades softly pressing behind you. Keep going. The next time you come up, stay up. Straighten your right leg. Keep reaching. Rebend. Straighten your left. Rebend and lower all the way. Nice slow rock side to side with the knee. In towards your chest. Straighten your legs. Place your hands behind your knees. Draw the navel in as you rock forward and back. Giving your whole back body a nice massage using your core and the legs until you come all the way up to seated. Good. Cross your legs at the shins, flex through your feet so your feet are underneath your knees. Lengthen your torso up. Draw the sit bones down. Take an inhale, reach your arms up. Soften your shoulders down. Lower the right hand down, crawl it out, reach through your left hand. Find your breath. Bring your top hand onto the bottom ribs. Rotate the ribs upward. Reach back. Anchor your left hip down. Reach back all the way, come center. Lower your left hand, crawl it out, bend the bottom elbow and reach. Place the top hand onto your bottom ribs and then rotate the ribs up towards the ceiling. Stretch your arm back up. Draw the navel in, anchor your right hip down as you come back all the way to center. Pause here. Navel engaged. Bring the hands down to heart center. And then lower it down in front of you. Crawl your hands forward, sink your hips down into the mat. Take a nice stretch here. Find your breath. Draw your hands back towards your feet. Lengthen up and then bring your hands behind you, cross a different direction. Reach back up and forward. Lower the fingertips down. Four more breaths here. Begin to crawl your hands towards your shins, lengthen your spine. Take your hands onto the mat, come into all fours. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Fingers spread, inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower the head, push your spine up. Inhale again, come into cow pose, spread through the collarbone. Exhale, lower the head, round the spine, come into cat. Take 3 more rounds at your own. Smooth inhales. Meet me in cow pose with your chest spread open and your spine dip just a little bit. From here, open, spread through your toes. Hopefully your fingers are spread. You're rooting the tops of the feet down into the mat. You're rooting your shins down as much as possible. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't, but the intention is there. The shoulder heads are rolling back towards your hips. And then exhale, you round your spine, chin to chest, push the navel, and you're still pushing the tops of the feet down. Inhale, come back into cow pose and engage the navel so your spine isn't just hanging down. Engage, embrace the core. Exhale, round the spine, release the crown of the head to the floor. Take an inhale, come back to a neutral spine. And then right leg goes straight, curl the toes under, and rock forward and back to get yourself a nice little calf stretch. Right knee goes down, right or left leg curls, toes are curled, rocking forward and back. Come back to all fours, curl the toes under, push down through the hands and lift your hips up and back into a downward facing dog. You may have to take a couple of steps back. Press your hips back. Root through the ball mounds of the feet so that you can allow your heels to grow heavy. Bend one knee and bend the other. Walk your dog. And you can always come into a child's pose if you're ever in need of rest or a pause. Step your feet out as wide as your hips or maybe wider and see if that feels a little better, just kind of creating a little more length in the spine. Hands are maybe shoulder distance apart or a little more. Good. One more smooth breath here. And walk your feet towards your hands. Hang in a forward fold Uttanasana. Stay here. We're just going to talk about it a little bit. Drive down through the feet. So press your feet down. Keep your toes spread as much as you can. And if you feel like you can lengthen, so if you can lift your knees up and engage your thighs, that works. Or if you feel like your back is rounding too much with your legs straight, then bend your knees and create a flat back this way. Grab onto the elbows and sway side to side, nice and easy, nice and slow. Smooth breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Keep your exhales through your nose. Bring your hands onto your hips, draw your elbows back, press through the feet, inhale, come up with a flat back. Nice, release the hands. Find your feet underneath your hips. Press down through the feet, inhale, reach the arms up, interlace your hands, turn the palms up. Good. Draw the flesh of the buttocks down towards the mat. And then exhale, lean over to your left. Root down through the right foot. Come back to center. Over to your left. And center. Release the interlace. Press down through the feet, reach the arms up, change the interlace, opposite thumb on top, turn the palms up. Neutralize the pelvis, so again, buttocks flush down. Exhale to your left. Anchor the right foot down. Inhale, come back. Exhale. Really. Walk up to the front edge of your mat. Feet at hip width distance. Press down through the feet. Engage your thighs. So lift your kneecaps. Draw the flesh of the buttocks down. Reach your arms up. Hinge forward. Softly bend the knees. Halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Lower back into your legs. Plant your hands down. Step one foot, then the next. Plank pose. Walk your feet back so that you can keep the length in the spine. Good. Draw your heels back and then open the chest forward. So roll the shoulder heads back. Nice. Press down through the palms. Good. Exhale, lower your knees down, flatten out your feet. Coming into modified chaturanga, brace the core. Shift forward slightly, bend your elbows, keep the belly off the mat until your shoulders go down. Lower, good. Slide the hands back just a little, come into baby cobra. Lift the chest up, push the pubic bone down. Find the length in your neck, so have a slight chin tuck. And exhale, lower down. Curl the toes under, press your knees down, make your way up and back, downward facing dog. 5 smooth breaths here. Good. Pressing through all 10 fingers, both palms. Softening the shoulders away from the ears, shifting the hips back. Good. Take an inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Fold back into your legs. Push the feet down as you inhale with the flat back. Reach the arms up. Bring them down through heart center. Down to your side, strong Tadasana. Push the feet down as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward, soft bend the knees. Hands to shins, lengthen up. Fold and plant your hands, step the opposite foot back, then plank. Push down through the palms, reach the heels back, lower the knees down, flatten out the feet, pause, engage the core. Shoulders back, hinge forward, bend your elbows and graze the sides of your body with the sides of your arms as you lower slowly to the mat. Press the hands down, inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra. Find the length in your low back so the buttocks flesh goes down towards the heels now. Take an inhale, lift both hands off the mat. Stay in the baby cobra just without hands. Press the shoulder blades in towards each other. And exhale, hands come down. Forehead down, curl the toes under. Push yourself up and back, downward facing dog. 3 smooth breaths here. Keep the breath going. Nice and easy. Take an inhale, look in between your hands. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Stay here, stay in this forward fold. Place your left hand down right in front of your face on the mat. And then inhale, reach the right arm up, bend the left knee. Take the right arm behind your back. Maybe you place it into the hip crease, the left hip crease. Roll the right shoulder down and away from the right ear. Right hand replaces the left hand. Bend your right knee, reach the left arm up. Bend your left arm, place it behind you. Draw the left shoulder down and away from your left ear. Your next exhale, your left hand drops down. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Hands to shins, lift and lengthen. Shoulder heads back away from your ears. Pause here. We're going to talk about this one too. Engage your core here. And then place a little more weight into the fronts of your feet. So the ball mounds of your feet. Keeping the core engaged, the navel in, you find that length in your back. So we're using a lot here, a lot of muscles, and even going for the lifting of the kneecaps. Hugging the outer hips in. Exhale, fold. Root your feet down. Inhale, rise with a flat back, circling your arms up and overhead. Bring the hands down through heart center. Bring your hands down, Tadasana. We'll do that one more time. Sun salutation, 8. Root down, reach up. Forward fold. Hands to shins, lengthen. Fold back, Uttanasana. Plant your hands, step back, plank. Pause and plank. Find that breath. Flesh of the buttocks draws back towards the heel. Right knee comes down. Angle your foot, your left foot. Angle your right foot out. Turn your left foot and stamp it onto the mat. And inhale, reach the left arm up for side plank. Vashisthasana variation. Your gaze can be forward, your gaze can be down at your right hand or up to your left. Breathe here. Left hand comes down, step back, plank. Going into the opposite side, left knee down, angle out your left foot, spin your right foot onto the mat, reach up through your right hand. And you'll find the same cues again. Draw the flesh of the buttocks down towards your right heel. And again, find that little pinching in the shoulder blades behind you. Right hand comes down and then sit back into child's pose. Check in with yourself. How are you feeling? How is your breath? Walk your hands forward. Spread the fingers. Curl the toes under. Shift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Lengthening through the back body. One more smooth cycle of breath. Take an inhale, look forward at the end of your exhale. Walk or hop to the front of your mat. Fingertips to shins, lengthen, draw the shoulders back, engage the core. Exhale, fold back. Root through your feet, reach your arms up, come up with a flat back. Urdhva-Hastasana. Bring your hands through heart center and out by your side. I lied. One more. Inhale, reach up. Forward fold. Hands to shins lengthen. Fold. Plant your hands. Step your feet back. We'll be here for 5 breaths. 1, press down through your palm. 2, open up the chest, pinch the shoulder blades in slightly. 3, draw the navel in, keep the hips up. 4, draw the heels back. 5, breathe. On your exhale, lower your knees down, flatten out your toes, brace the core, slightly hinge forward, bend your elbows, modify chaturanga, really raise the sides of your body on your way down. Good. Place your forearms and your elbows on the mat, come into Sphinx pose. Elbows directly underneath your shoulders. Spread through the fingers. Press down through the feet, and then isometrically drag your hands towards your hips, towards your chest. Feel the broadening through the collarbone. And again, that slight contraction in the shoulder blade. Buttocks flesh goes towards the heels, which simultaneously helps you push your pubic bone down, furthering the length, the elongation of the low back. One more breath. Lower the head down. Hands placed underneath shoulders, curl the toes, press up and back, downward facing dog. Smooth breaths here. Keep both thighs engaged, so lift your kneecaps up. Take an inhale and lift your right leg off the mat. Nice, you guys. Keep the hips nice and level and the right leg straight. Round your spine, bring your knee into your chest. Maybe you need to boost it with your left hand, step it through. Anchor your back heel down and windmill your arms all the way up to a warrior 2. Nice. Check to see if you're at front heel to back arch alignment. Press down through the heel of the right foot and the edge of the left foot. So they're both working. The left thigh is nice and firm. Draw the flesh of the buttocks down. Keep the core engaged. Shoulders stacking above hips. Find your breath. Find your drishti beyond your middle finger. Bend your elbow. Press your right forearm into your thigh. Come into side angle pose. Reach your left arm up. Again, pushing into the corner edge of the left foot. Keep firming that left thigh. And that right knee is still working just as much. Reach your left fingertips forward to the front of your mat, to the front of your room. Extended side angle. Keep pushing into that back leg. And again, push into the back leg. Come back up, warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. Turn the palm up towards the ceiling, the front palm, and then exhale, reverse the warrior. Circle your hands back down to your mat. Step back, plank, push back, downward facing. Come back to your breath. So keep the hips square, level just as they are, but lift the left leg up. Straighten the left foot, flex the left foot. Round your spine, knee into chest, and step it in between your hands. Anchor the back heel, windmill your hands. Warrior two, left side. Press into the knife edge of the right foot, firm the right thigh, and place the weight into your left heel. Reposition your shoulders so that they are above your hips. Pull through your fingers so you can find that constriction, that gliding of the shoulder blades together. Find your breath. Smooth inhale through the nose, smooth exhale through the nose. And then we'll find side angle. Press the left forearm into the thigh. Reach the right arm up. Nice. Now reach your fingertips forward. Bring the palm towards the back of the room. Pinky down, thumb up. Yeah, good. Push into the right foot. Come back, warrior two. Now straighten the leg. Beautiful. Turn the front palm up. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Find the breath. Cartwheel the hands back down. Plant the hands, step back, plank, and then shift back immediately to downward facing dog. Or child pose. Whatever. This is your practice. Smooth inhale, lift your right leg off the mat. Good, exhale, round the spine, knee to nose. Step the foot in between your hands. Anchor the back heel, windmill the arms up, warrior two. Good. Firm your back thigh, press into your back foot. Straighten your front leg. Cut your hips back. Reach the hips back. Lengthen both sides of the body. Come back to center. Okay. Cut your hips back. So reach your right arm forward, 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 forward. Keep your right leg straight. Lower the right hand onto your shin. Reach the left arm up. Activate through your top hand. Pretend like there's energy coming out through your fingertips. Keep the back leg firm. Slightly micro bend your front knee. Reach your left fingertips forward toward the front of the room. Thumb up, pinky down. Nice. Slowly, slowly, slowly bend your right knee. Reach your right hand forward onto the mat. Okay, now listen. Push through the ball mound of the right foot. Slide your back toe and lift it up. Flex your foot, half moon pose. Now you may need to use your left hand, but keep your left hand down, but keep your left leg up. Flex through the left foot and see how much easier it is to keep the left leg up. And let's square our hips so the frontal hip bones are equal to the front end of the mat. Lift your left leg up. Come into half split. Both hands on the floor. And then slowly place your hands onto the mat. step back, plank and downward dog. So we're just playing, we're just trying some poses here. Just having fun. Nothing serious. Okay, engage both thighs. Take an inhale, lift your left leg up. Good. Now, be mindful here. Slow and controlled, lift the left leg up, flex the left foot. Round the spine, knee to nose, step the foot in between the hand, back heel comes down, windmill the arms, up and overhead, warrior two, I said that one. Again, press into the knife edge of the right foot. Firm your right thigh. Bend in that left knee. Anchor your front heel down. Reach out, warrior two. Straighten your leg. Firm the back leg. Cut your hips back. So reach your torso forward. Reach your left arm forward. Yes? Good. Place your hand onto your shin. Reach your right arm up. Triangle pose. Opposite side. Micro bend in the front knee. Block it out. Are we breathing? Fingertips to the front of the room. Pinky down, thumb up. Press into the back foot, come all the way up. I forgot something. Let's come back into the pose. Reach the left arm forward. So we're in triangle, yes? Okay. Slowly bend your left knee. Place your left hand on the side of the pinky. Drag your back toes. And then lift it. Use the core. Flex through the right foot. Again, if you need to drop your right hand, you can. But try even to bring your right hand to your right hip. And notice when you flex your foot, it makes it lighter. Place both hands on the mat. Now square up your hips. Lift the right leg for a half split. Release the crown of your head down. And then slowly make your way into a child's pose. Knees on the mat, forehead down. Slowly begin to lie on your belly. Stretch your legs out. Rest either on your forehead or on one cheek. Straighten your arms beside you. Pinkies up, thumbs down. Place your feet not wider than your hips, a little smaller than your hips. Top of the feet press. Engage your thighs. Buttocks flush to your heels. Inhale. Lift your chest. Come into Shalabhasana. Lift your arms. Reach your fingertips back. Press the pubic bone down and lift the feet just a little bit, not higher than your hands. Have a slight chin tuck so you keep the length in the mat. Find that breath. Exhale back onto your forehead or the opposite cheek. Lower your hands down, lower up. Coming into Shalabhasana again. Lift the arms, lift the chest, hover the feet up, engage your thigh. Tuck your chin just a little, find your breath. Engage through your fingers, really activate. And exhale. Bend your knees. And then windshield wipe the feet side to side. Place the hands underneath the shoulders, curl the toes under, come up and back, down facing down. Bend your right knee, step your foot next to your right thumb. Back heel comes down. You can step the back foot out to your left a little bit. Navel to spine, reach your arms up, warrior one. To your right hip back, your left hip goes forward. Keep the left thigh firm. Pubic bone to navel, reach through your fingertips. Straighten your front leg. Reach your arms out, bring your hands behind you. You can do fist to fist or grab onto your elbows. Draw the shoulder heads back and away from you. Hinge forward, push into your back foot, and keep the length in your spine as you lower, as you hinge forward towards your right leg. Drawing the right hip back, and micro bend, tiny bend in that right knee, if you can to lock it up. 2 more cycles. Exhale, push into your back foot, come up, step forward, release it. I've got a stretch. I'm hot. Okay, ready? Hands to hips. Right foot back. Heel comes in, right toes angle out to the side. Yeah, perfect. Firm your right thigh as you bend into your left knee. Steer the left hip back, right hip goes forward, reach your arms up. Warrior one. So this time our hips are trying to go straight forward. We're trying to be a square to the front of the mat. It's not going to happen because our bodies are not designed that way, but it's trying that the action is going there. Much different than the warrior two where the hips are open to the side. Straighten the front leg. Bring your arms out to the side. And then again, you can take the variation with the elbows or the fists. Press into the corner edge of the right foot. Pin forward. Start to micro bend that front knee slightly. Keep the length in your spine and have a slight chin tuck. Press into your back foot, inhale, rise on up. Bend your back and step forward. Great. Release the hands out to the side. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge. Sink the hips back, chair pose. Press into the heels as you lengthen your spine. Find your breath. And exhale, fold. Smooth breath in. Smooth breath out. Right. Hands to shins, lengthen your spine, draw the shoulder head away from your ear. Pull back into your leg. Root to rise, reach your arms all the way up. And bring them down to the nice. Nice. Take your feet out. Take a nice wide stance, parallel your feet. So you can turn to one side or you can face me, whatever you want to do, but I have to stay up here for recording. Perfect. Draw the toes inward just a little. Good. Again, press through the feet. Bring your hands on your hips. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Release the crown of the head. Bring your hands in line with your feet. So if you were to trace a line from one foot to the other, your hands would be in that line. Press in through the ball mound of the feet. Yeah, and if you need to, you can always tint your fingers. You can come onto fingertips. Just release the crown of the head. Let the neck muscles go. Yeah, good. Crawl the hands forward. Lengthen your spine. And then actually, let's do this. Plant your hands down and take a wide down. That would be a good idea. Keep the heels rooted into the mat. Anchor the heels. Your heels are on your mat. So maybe you need to walk yourself back a little. Good. Place your hands back in between your feet. Bring your hands on your hips, interlace, and then lift the knuckles off the hips. Reach the knuckles up. Lower the hands to your hips. Bring your hands to your hips. Engage the thighs and inhale, lengthen your spine all the way. This time, bring the toes out, the heels in. Bend your knees and place your hands on your inner thigh. Revolve to your right, straighten your left arm, bend your right. So we're twisting here with the back and the shoulders. Find center, opposite side. Straightening your right arm, bending and that left elbow. Go back to center. And again, one more time. Take it back to center and over to your left. Come back center, lengthen all the way up. Heel toe your feet in. And then turn towards the front end of your mat. Take your feet hip width distance apart. Let's do something fun here. Reach your arms up. Exhale, sink down. Chair, Utkatasana. Press through the heels. Reach the sternum up. The heart goes up. Bend the elbows, hands to heart center. Press down through your feet. Inhale, rise on up. On your exhale, sink the hips, bend your right knee, and place the right leg over and around. Maybe you wrap, or maybe you place your right toes down. Keep sinking the hips back. Reach your arms forward. Left hand over right. Maybe they arms or maybe they come onto your shoulders. Balance here. Press into the heels of the foot. On an inhale, lengthen, lift up. Uncross, find center. Bring your hands through heart center. Allow the eyes to close. Draw the hands down, Tadasana. Ground and find your breath. On an inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Sink the hips back. Bend your left leg. Wrap it around or place toes onto the mat. Keep sinking your hips back. Reach your arms forward. Right arm over left. Maybe the palms come to touch or you bring your palms to your shoulders. Press down, inhale, rise on up, reach up, and exhale, bring the hands down. Release the hands out to your side. Press down through your left foot, bend your right knee, place your heel next to your ankle. Keep the engagement of the core. You can keep your hands on your hips, and then maybe you glide the heel up. Come into tree pose, either above your knee or below your knee. Good. Stand firm in that standing foot. Maybe you slowly bring your hands up and grow branches. 4 breaths here. Maybe you look up, maybe you touch. Bring your knee in to center. And then all the way down. Bend your knees. Right and left. Press down through your right foot. Bend your left knee, heel to ankle. Core engage. Imagine you have elephant feet. Yeah, or you use the wall as your prop. I love that. You slowly slide the heel up a little higher or not. Hands to hips. Keep the length in the spine. Maybe you start to grow your branches. Having a slight chin tuck. Find your drishti. Find something that's not moving. 4 breaths here. Maybe you look up, maybe you don't. Put the hands down, knee in, and forward. Bend your knee, right. Good. We're almost done, my friends, with our standing poses. Turn your toes out, heels in. Reach your arms forward, bend your knees. Malasana, yogic squat. Bring your arms into your inner thigh. Lengthen through your spine, and if you need to, you can bring your hands down on the fingertips. Place your left hand down. Reach the right arm up. Right hand comes down. Left arm up. Left hand comes all the way down. Slowly lower your bum to the mat. But we're not done yet. Bend your knees. Plant your feet down. Engage the core, lengthen through the spine, reach the legs up, lift the feet off the mat. Reach the hands forward. Draw the navel in. Start to recline back so that you're not balancing on your sitting or on your tailbone. We are balancing rather on our sitting bone. And then come back up to sitting. One more time. Draw the navel in, lift the feet off the mat. Reach forward and slowly start to straighten your legs. Start to straighten your torso towards the floor, but keep yourself covered. Keep your core raised. Take an inhale, exhale one time. Come all the way up. Drop your feet down. Good. Open your legs. Now we're starting our cool down. Upavishta. Inhale, reach up. Twist over to your left. Reach forward and lower. So if you have blocks, you can place blocks underneath your hands to get more length in the spine. You can place your elbows onto the blocks or forearms. So there's a lot of things you can do with blocks. I didn't bring mine, but they're good to have. They're good to use. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Inhale, exhale. Crawl the hands to center. Stretch forward. Crawl the hands over to your right. Anchor the left hip down. Draw your hands back towards your hips. Close up the legs. Flex through your feet. Bring your hands on the outsides of the hips. Come into Dandasana pose. Anchor the heels down. Lift through the sternum. Slightly, again, contract the shoulder blades. Broadening out through the chest. And the frontal ribs into the body. Don't let them come out. Smooth inhale, reach up. Hinge forward. Lower the hands down. Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Be gentle on your hamstrings as we have been forward folding the whole class. So if you need to micro bend your knees, you can. Come onto your fingertips and lengthen your spine. Take an inhale. Exhale, forward. Navel into spine, crawl the hands back, lengthen the spine. Bend your right knee into your chest. Take a nice lengthening in the spine. Let's twist over to our left this time. So we'll have an open twist. Bring your elbow on the inside of your right knee. Stretch your right arm, left hand back. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale. Slightly contract the core as you twist. Keep growing on an inhale, and maybe find a deeper twist on your exhale. But again, not forcing. Find your way back to center. Right knee comes out. Janu Shirsasana. Reach the right arm, the arms up. Twist slightly over to your left. Reach forward, hinge, 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 and then drop your hands. Place them on the outsides of the left. Navel to spine, come up, lengthen. Knee comes up, straighten it out. Left knee bends, lengthen. Take the right hand back, left elbow on the inside of the knee. Find length on the inhale, find a slight twist on the exhale. Your left hand could be either bent or straight. It's your choice, whatever feels good. Inhale for one, exhale, slight twist, maybe. Come back to center. Lower your left knee out. Flex through the right foot. Allow that left thigh to just release. Reach up. Rotate to your right a little bit. Reach forward. Lower hand. Is the air okay or should I turn it off? Good. Okay. Fingertips to mat. Crawl back. Lengthen your spine. Stretch your leg. Actually, we have time for this. So let's swing your legs back. Come into down dog. So listen closely. Bend your right knee. Lift your foot off the mat. And turn your foot. Slide it towards your left arm, wrist. And lower the shin, lower the knee. Straighten out through the left leg. Come into pigeon. Yay. So flex through the right foot. You're more than welcome to be on your forearms or lower down onto your forehead. Try your best to keep the weight distributed evenly through both sides of the hips. If you have a prop, place the prop underneath your right buttocks. Two more cycles of breath. Let your hands down. Lift your chest. Curl your left toes. Step your right foot back. Down dog. Last down dog. Bend your left knee. Lift your left foot. Come into pigeon. Left ankle towards right wrist. Straighten your right leg. Flex through the left foot. Place the weight into both hips. Slowly, slowly, bring your hands down to your mat. Curl the right toes underneath you. Step back, downward dog. Bend your knees, walk forward, and sit your buttocks down. When you are ready, come onto your back. Take your knees into your chest. Walk side to side. And then revolve your knees all the way to your left. Come into a nice, gentle twist. Bring your low back to the mat, both hips on the mat. Come to the center, revolve your knees to your right. Take an inhale, bring both hips back to center. Lift the soles of your feet up. Grab the outside edges of your mat. Press your knees down. Can't grab your feet. Place your hands on the backs of your thighs and press the knees down. Rock side to side. And then if you'd like to come into any pose that maybe you need and you've missed, take a little bit of time here and come into that pose, whatever it is. If you're ready, bring your knees into your chest. Come into tiny little balls. Squeeze, lift your head, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, lower and set up for your Shavasana. Release yourself all the way down. The feet fan out, the arms away from the side body. Soften through the forehead, and the jaw, and the neck, the shoulders, and the tummy, and the hips, thighs, the ankle. Shavasana. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Find one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Take your knees into your chest, roll onto your right side, come into fetal position. using the top hand, press it down and slowly rise up to seated. Your head comes up last. Keeping your eyes closed or a soft gaze, bring your hands to heart center in gratitude. And we'll bow into the heart. Thumbs pressing into the heart reminds us that we all come from pure love. Thumbs rise up to meet our lips to remind us to speak words of love. Knuckles of the thumbs press in between the eyebrows to remind us that we're all connected through this same pure love. Thank you for sharing your practice with me, and thank you for showing up to your mat. Namaste.
Thank you, Tania.
Thank you. My name is Tania. If you have any questions or comments, I'm here. Otherwise, have a great weekend.